Yes, hello everybody. Welcome back to my 2027 election review and submission. Before you vote, you must listen to me. And I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I'm going to just explain certain things to you over the period of this whole campaign period so that we can use our common sense. Now, my issue today is relax. Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. You see that quote? I feel like it's a disrespect to the Nigerian people, because if somebody is actually fixing Nigeria like they claim, we will see it. We live in Nigeria. We don't have to explain. Nobody speaks French here. Everybody speaks English. Okay? So, having said that, I'm going to use a simple analysis to explain to you how the politicians in Nigeria take us for granted. You own a company, and that company is on the verge of folding up based on bad decisions by the people you put in charge of that company. And then to save your company, you put out an ad saying that you need a management team that can turn this company around. But first, we must have a lead. And then you put out a role for the role of the general position for the general manager. Different people send in their CVs, good CVs. You bring people in for interview, they speak to you, and among all of them, one of them stands out. You employ the person for the job, and then the person says, take note, everybody who was shortlisted for the interview probably made an impact with their CV, so were all qualified, but one person stood out by what he said he was going to do, and his vision was clear enough for you to say, let's hire this guy. He sounds convincing. You hire the guy. 4 years into the business of trying to change the company, don't forget, you told this person that you need this company changed in 4 years, and he told you that that's not a problem. He even gave you lots of reasons why the other management staff failed, the things that they were doing wrong, that he's going to come and correct them. And this man is in your office, and for the first 1 year or so, he started complaining about the fact that the previous management did not do well at all. Oga, we know that's why we moved them out. That's why we hired you. Okay? Now, this is 3 years and a couple of months into him sitting there as the general manager of this company. What did you get? You see a couple of staff who was employed by him coming out to say, relax, Ibabuchi is fixing the company. As the owner of that company, what would be your reaction? This is exactly what the Tinubu what are the Tinubu praise singers are doing. Nobody is coming to tell us that we should relax unless Oti is fixing Abia. We can see that unless Oti is fixing Abia. Okay, and people will say, state is not the same as federal. Baba, did you listen to their campaign? Like, all of these secondary excuses that people give is irritating. It's very irritating. You know this job. You knew what it was going to take to do this job. You sounded like you knew what the problems were or what the problem was. I understand that the analysis that I gave is totally different from this one, because the guy sitting in this position right now is still questioning whether I won this election or not. Of course, it's still very, 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 very questionable, because the whole idea of go to court if you don't like the result or blah 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 simply showed that somebody was sitting there in court waiting for this case to come forward, and then whatever happened. But we have passed all of that. You are now seated in that office, and somebody is coming to raise a placard to tell us, relax, the man is fixing. Is he doing magic? Do you understand what I'm saying? He said it himself that if he doesn't give us 24-hour power, blah blah blah, that we should not vote for him for second tenure. He wasn't talking to me because I didn't vote for him in the first tenure. But this is not about me. This is about me just saying that if you are going to find people who are going to tow the stomach infrastructure route in every dispensation. Stomach infrastructure cannot be taken away from politics. That's why you see people like Reno or Mokri who blatantly called the sitting president a drug lord He's in the cabinet today as an ambassador to the city of drugs, Mexico. Anyway, let's not even go there. Then there's Boala, Daniel Boala, who was a loud critic of, the Tinubu conglomerate. And today he's on international TV, disgracing himself, because Nigeria is already a disgraced nation. So when I see people say, oh, this man just disgraced Nigeria, Nigeria has already been disgraced. There's no two ways about it. The way we conduct election in Nigeria, the way everything goes. But all of these things can be corrected. All we need to do is listen. Even if they are going to rig the election, it's important that you vote, because then we can have an argument. You understand? And let me use this last line to let you guys know that my candidate is Sowore, and I've said it countless times. I'm not going to join words with my friends who support Obi. I'm an Obi supporter. I was an Obi supporter, and if Sowore does not clinch the ticket, my prayer is Obi should clinch it. So it's just Sowore is my first choice anytime, any day. And there's a reason why I changed, because I used to be obedient, but I've thought about it for a while. I'm like, Peter Obi is a good man because we don't have any stain on his name yet. No, we don't have any stain on his name. We pray not to. But he's also equally yoked with the guys who all of us on a daily basis say, oh, we don't like this guy, the Aerofiles, the Articles, and the rest. He's their friend. So that small taste of, can happen. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, where is my candidate? For now, I have not seen him affiliated with anybody. And if for nothing, listen to the mass. Forget all the fight where they fight. Now, in natural lifestyle, don't they do these things since? Sit down and listen to that guy's interview. Listen to his policy, giving ideas. You will understand that it's not about the fact that, and people say, oh, he doesn't have experience. He has not done it before. Everybody started one day. Tinubu first became governor in 1999. Alex Sotis, I think it's his first time of being a governor. How they go now? So it's not dead all those ideas though. You've not done it before and all of that. But my point of making this video is 2027 is coming. If this government can tighten their belts in the first tenure and they know that they are coming back, think about what they will do to you in the second tenure when they know they are not coming back to office. So let's be guided. Let's vote wisely. Thank you.